Well, hello, and welcome again to the 2012fad.com. I'll be your host this evening. I'm Charlie Bluehawk. Last night we chatted about, well, too stupid to live. How 98% of the human race are indeed nothing but cattle. And the sad fact is that there is nothing we can do for them, nothing we can do about them. Tonight I thought we could cover the reason why we are doing this, why we are waiting until 2011 to talk about 2012. For me, the reason is simple. 98% of the people on this planet really are too stupid to live, or in this case, too stupid to care about surviving. And I've spent way too much of the last 40 years trying to get these people to listen to me, to deal with reality, to do something, to do anything to save themselves, their families, their children, their parents, their partners, their boyfriends, their girlfriends. And I just finally had to give up. I was so tired of being abused just because I cared what happened to people. I didn't want anything for myself. The sound of my own voice, frankly, does not excite me. I'd much rather listen. So I finally resigned myself to surviving the event alone. Why I would want to do this, frankly, I have no idea. But because of my beliefs, I have been alone for most of my life because I refused to be brutal or cruel or stupid. Women in the USA never had much use for me. I've never been married, and frankly, I've never had a girlfriend I actually liked. I've already died twice, so the idea of dying doesn't frighten me. On the contrary, that long, deep, empty, black sleep, the quiet, the calm, is, at this point in my life, a very appealing concept, especially if this is all life is. My objection to death, at least for me, is that it so far has not been permanent. It seems to never take. And the next thing I know, I'm alive again and being back to being alone and in pain. And it just doesn't seem worth the effort. So given the choice, at this point in time, I'll take death every time. Especially if life, for me, is nothing more but more pain, more loneliness, blah, blah, blah. So, what if the masters, the elite, come looking for me? At this point, I'll go, whatever. Since I cannot seem to die, and no one will notice if I'm gone, at least it'll be a change in my daily routine. So again, why now? Why are we doing this? I guess old habits. The only people I finally ended up talking to about the event are very close friends, and only when they ask me very specific questions. So, my old friend and business partner, Kenneth Slinker, after me telling him for about the last 5 years about the reality of the world, where he would just point at me with a smirking look on his face, laughing, he came to me just a couple of months ago and said, and I quote, "Hey, Charlie, all those weird, bizarre stories you've been telling me all these years? All those things that I made fun of you about, laughed at you about, put you down for? Guess what? Everything you told me was true. I think we should do a website about it. You've still got all those business plans for surviving the event, don't you?" And my only thought was, wow, joy. So, once again, I'm here trying to wake people up. Do I hold out much hope? No, not really. If you want to survive, let us know. It will take cash, and it'll take a lot of cash. If anybody had listened to me 20 years ago, it wouldn't have cost much money at all. We could have been very comfortable, very happy by now, settled in, had a real community going, and frankly, it would not have taken much in the way of capital to start it. Now, at this very late date, lots of cash. And I'm just telling you the truth. It's going to take cash. If you don't have cash, please don't contact us. We cannot help you. It's going to take money for materials, for land, to hire skilled tradesmen, craftsmen. We're going to have to look all over the world to get them now. It's going to be very cash intensive. It's going to take a lot of effort. So if you don't have any money, my suggestion is sleeping pills and a couple of really hard bottles of liquor. If you really want to make an effort to fly to Peru, make friends with the natives. For me, I've spent my life amassing all the knowledge necessary to survive the event and to build a new world afterwards. And the truth of it is, it will finally be a world that is worth living in. But again, it's all up to you. We here at the2012fad.com will survive with or without you. When that wave heads for you from the South Pole, you will feel it coming. You will know it in your heart, you will know it in your soul, and you will know there is no escape for you. You will watch your friends and your family and your pets and everything that you know or loved or cared about die. And frankly, you're going to die quite horribly, most of you. The wave will be a mile tall. It'll be moving at the speed of sound. It's going to basically take out everything. But in many, many, many cases, the end will not come quickly. You will see the water coming. You will be able to walk away from it. But in the end, there will be no place for you to go. So again, it's time now to stock up on lots of sleeping pills and bottles of hard liquor. Not necessarily for you, but for your children. For your husbands and for your wives, for your parents, for your pets. It's not something you're gonna want to see. So please don't kid yourself. The changes coming over the earth will not be gentle, will not be calm, will not be pleasant. But afterwards, if you're with us, you will see paradise on this earth. That much I do know. Will I miss you? Will I give you a second thought? No. Because I will be safe and secure and comfortable with intelligent people. You will be part of the forgotten past. The 98% that our masters, the elite, always told us what we were. We were cattle. So, for all of us here at the2012fad.com, this is Charlie Bluehawk, wishing you a really good day and reminding you to always, please, keep a good thought.